What are you doing here?
I figured you'd be back by now.
I'd very much like to be alone right now, Jacqueline.
What have I said about feeding on my clients?
What?
Andrea Baker, ring a bell?
Andrea is a client of yours?
What'd you do this time? Rummage through my papers at work? She's confused enough right now, Robert. She doesn't need you stealing her blood and screwing with her head. I know how you get kicks from feeding off women in pain.
Jacqueline, enough! Nothing like that happened. Vivienne and I came upon Andrea and that dolt she was with by chance at a restaurant. We each followed one out.
And you stopped her, sucked on her for a while, and sent her off with a nice muddy memory?
Jacqueline, I didn't feed from her. I would never. She is the purest, most beautiful creature I have ever known. I knew from the moment I laid eyes on her. A kindness and benevolence flow from her like water. I would run madly into the sun-baked desert before I would lay a hand upon her. It pained me to have to affect her mind at all, but she is a being of such innocence, such light. I did what I had to, not to taint her with my very presence.
Yes, I know she's very pretty, Robert. She's a nice kid.
Do not trivialize my feelings. I tell you that in all my years, I have never beheld anyone, human or not, with the grace and perfection of this Andrea.
She said you pulled a strand of her hair out. What's that about?
I needed to possess a piece of her. Everything that I've read says that this is a vital component. Jacqueline, I want to use the Nightsong.
The Nightsong? Robert, no vampires use the Nightsong since the Middle Ages. What makes you think you can even do it?
I need your help. Jacqueline, your gift is that of empathy and intuition. Mine is that of bending thought to my will. Together, we can rediscover the secrets of the Nightsong. Together, we can enter her mind while she sleeps.
You really feel strongly about this, don't you?
I cannot remember feeling stronger about anything.
Robert, this is crazy, all right? I mean, our kind's not allowed to have any relationship with humans. I mean, I toe the line by forming close friendships with them. But these things you're feeling, they're just bad. Second, vampires were banned from using the Nightsong in fear that it would lead to this kind of situation. If Father ever found out, I don't know what he'd do. Not to mention if Vivienne ever knew.
I never thought you'd be quoting the rules to me. Do you even remember some of the fun we've had together? Do you remember Aix-en-Provence in the 20s?
Of course I do. But we were young and stupid then. Well, at least I was. I don't know what your excuse is.
You have always helped me keep a foot in reality, Jackie, to not succumb to the ignorance of vampiric dogma. I may have saved your life, but you have saved my sanity. Now I am begging you. As a friend for nearly a century, I am begging you to help me. This is the only way I can ever be close to Andrea. If I can't do that, I don't know what I will do.
I'll think about it, all right? Now go wait for Vivienne. I hope you're a good enough actor to keep all this from her.
She'll never know anything about it. Get home before sunrise, my friend.
Don't worry.
I didn't want to bring Jacqueline into this, but I know I can't possibly call on the Nightsong by myself. And if she knows Andrea, then it's all the more likely that it will work. Indeed, the Nightsong is a drastic measure. It was a power developed by the more devious of our kind to lure victims while they slept. I don't plan to use it for such sinister purposes, of course. I simply wish to be close to her somehow. And this is truly the only way. Even if I could physically be near her without being discovered, I would never choose to do so.